Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments and talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. The Auburn basketball team remains undefeated, 13-0, 1-0 in conference with a big win over Mississippi State on the road in Starkville over the weekend. Didn't start out real well. Auburn ice cold from the field, but able to weather the storm. A very good defensive effort, and just gets a phenomenal game from Javon McCormick, who is he's kind of becoming a star, isn't he, Brett? I mean, picking up Auburn, and when it seems like they needed a go-to basket, he was the guy to go to in this game for sure. Auburn moves up to number 5 in the country. That's the Auburn basketball program, number 5 in the country.
CBS yesterday had us at 4.
CBS had us at 4.
So, you know, but it's good to see your point guard doing this.
Yeah.
And that's what Jared Harper was able to do last year when Auburn needed somebody to take over the game. He knew it was on his back. He did that in Birmingham, if you'll remember last year. Really kind of took that game over and won it. And that's kind of what Javon McCormick did. It was not pretty early. Auburn struggled, but the good thing was Mississippi State was struggling too. Mm-hmm. And if they would have hit some more shots, we could have been in trouble on the road. But as poorly as we shot, I think we were 0 for our first 11 three-pointers. We ended up making 5, I believe. But our field goal percentage, I was watching it per shot, dropped all the way down to 11% at some point in time. But, again, Mississippi State struggled as well, so it kept us in the game till we were able to get our feet under us on the road. As you said Friday, not a place that Bruce Pearl had mentioned that's been very friendly. Well, not many places have been friendly to Auburn on the road over the years, but I think we were 2-15 in the last 17 trips over there. So it was a big win. Anytime you went on the road, you saw that in opening weekend of conference play with LSU going to Tennessee and picking up a big win. Anytime you can go on somebody's floor and get a win, it's big. And there's some really good teams in this league. There's not any – I don't know if there's any elite teams in the country. I mean, I don't think there's anybody that really wants to grasp hold of that top spot. It seems like every time you get up there, Gonzaga was in trouble for a little while in their game but ended up winning. But there's – not a lot of elite teams, but there's a lot of really good teams. So that's good for Auburn this year.
Absolutely. This is how you build a program. This is that consistency that we keep talking about in football we'd like to see. You take a SEC regular season champion, and the next season you win the SEC tournament and you go to the Final Four. And the next season you start out the season 13-0 and you get to number 5 in the country. I don't know what will happen the rest of the season. But this is how you build. This is the consistency how you build an elite program.
That's right.
Take notice. Other people.
He's not going to take notice. And I've said this, and I'll say it till he coaches his last football game at Auburn. Gus Malzahn is who he is, and he's a 4 to 5 loss coach a year. I just got out of a conversation with somebody else about this just a few minutes ago, and he was an Alabama fan. And he said, look, man, I've never been happier for y'all to beat us this year than because they know we're going to keep him.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing else to say about it. They know he's going to lose 4 every year. They know that he's going to be stubborn and he's not willing to change like Nick Saban was 2 or 3 times since he's been at Alabama and changed his philosophy. But that's a story for another day.
That is a story for another day. We'll talk about this game, break it down a little bit, Auburn and Mississippi State. This is the kind of game that Auburn would have gotten bullied.
Flanagan, man. I'm just telling you, dude.
Well,
how many times
Auburn gets nothing off the bench in this game.
It don't matter, especially with him. And every time you can keep trying to convince me But every time I seem to be winning over here because every stat line that you throw out here on the paper is 0 or 2 or 3, 1 rebound, 2 personal fouls, 12 minutes. Guy just ain't very good, man. And that's not a cut on him. He's just not very good. Wes Flanagan is a coach on the team. And look, I know he was pretty good in Arkansas and all that kind of stuff, but bottom line is, and I hope he changes, but right now he's just not a very good player. And it's proven itself over the whole course of the first 13 games.
He's finding
No,
he's
he's
had a
not.
hard time finding
No,
his
he's
role.
not.
That's for sure.
Well, his role is on the bench because every time he comes out there on the floor, that's the stat line he puts up. I mean,
Now he'll pump in about 3 or 4 points. I
well,
mean,
congratulations.
well, for 12 minutes, I mean that's fine.
Well, he didn't get any.
He's playing
He got
his
none
role.
Saturday.
Neither did Johnson. Neither
I
did
understand.
Cambridge.
I understand he played 9 minutes. So, but Flanagan, but Johnson has had games.
He has.
Flanagan has had none.
He's.
He has none.
I'm not
So, I mean,
saying
I hope he
he's an
comes out.
NBA guy.
Well, I hope he comes out and has 12 or 13 in the next game. But the chances are
There's a reason though he's playing more minutes than these other guys.
because there ain't anybody else out there.
I mean, I've been a little bit disappointed with Devin Cambridge and his.
I have
development.
too. I mean, obviously, Babatunde isn't as good right now as everybody thought he was going
Ty
to be.
Jones and Turbo Jones.
Turbo Jones can't get on the floor.
No.
So look, though, I mean, maybe that's a good thing in other ways to look at it because you thought those guys were superstars and some guys on the team may be better than them right now.
Yeah.
So,
that's true.
but look, I don't want to beat on Flanagan, but it's every time you pull these stats and put them on a piece of paper in front of my face, and I look down and he's got 0 to 2 points. And he's just not very good.
It's been a struggle. There's no question about it,
So-
especially on the offensive end.
And did you see his dad's face right there early in the game when he missed like a point blank shot and then he fouled somebody trying to get the rebound? He just the amount of air he blew out of his mouth and leaning back and looking up at the sky in frustration was all you needed to see.
Yeah. So we'll talk about this game a little bit. This is the kind of game, Mississippi State, one of the biggest teams in the country, very physical team. They kind of pushed Auburn around early.
They did.
And this is the kind of game years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, Auburn would have just gone, they'd have got beat by 20.
They would have.
They would have gotten just run out. This is a very South Carolina type game. They're very physical. Fouls, a lot of and Auburn weathered the storm. 21 of 30 from the free throw line. Javon McCormick made most of his free throws. I don't know. I can't remember.
I was
exactly
very
what his
excited
line.
about our free throw shooting. I was very excited about that.
70%.
Heck yeah, man.
We'll take it.
Are you kidding? Absolutely, you'll take it compared to what we've done in the past.
Danjel Purifoy clearly is a streaky shooter.
He's streaky, man.
But he's got to play like this and have some streaks like this in games.
He had 3 in a row, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he went on an 8-0 run by himself.
By himself. That's what he's capable of doing.
yeah, so,
but
I mean-
Isaac Okoro, man, that guy, man, he's just such a different player than everybody on the floor. You can tell. You can tell an NBA player. Samir Dowdy ended up having a good game. McCormick obviously blew it out of the water with 28. But Okoro, night in and night out, this is his stat line, 14, 8, 2, 3, 4.
He's the glue.
He is the glue, man. He is the glue. And look, I don't know if we keep him next year, but it sure would be great to have him in there with Sharif Cooper on the floor at the same time, along with some of these other guys that'll be coming back and the recruits that we're getting. Man, that would be that'd be great.
Formidable
Whew, man.
team.
Man, you're talking about a good basketball team.
Absolutely. Putting it on the floor. Bruce Pearl talking about Javon McCormick said he took over. We gave him the keys to the car, and he drove it. He's leading our team. He's leading it off the court. He's leading it on the court. He's leading in his work ethic. He's not afraid to fail. He was obviously a huge difference. Guarding Nick Weatherspoon, too. That's not an easy task, and he did it well. So,
I'm just
Javon
glad to see
McCormick,
him taking over.
I mean, think about how we felt when starting the season.
Well,
I mean, where we've come to now.
Well, he has just gotten better every week.
He really has.
And that's what you wanted to see because, look, if you don't have good point guard play, it don't matter how good the other players are on the team, you're going to struggle. And, Bruce Pearl said that Javon McCormick and Samir Dowdy were going to have to play that role this year. He wasn't going after a true point guard this year. He knew Sharif Cooper was coming, but he knew what was coming the next year. But that was something that he already had relegated himself to, is that, look, we're going to have to do this probably by committee if one person doesn't step up. But right now, Javon McCormick's playing as well as anybody in the country at that position.
Yeah.
And he didn't start off the season that way. You know, he's a little timid. And sometimes Auburn's offense gets in a stale type of, back and forth for several minutes. But I think we try to make the perfect pass, the perfect set, the perfect thing. But when we turn it loose and just let him run and he drives the basket and he dishes, and we flow better when we're running, not half-court offense. Even though we got Wiley, and, he's a big part of the deal, being able to get down low and get 10 or 12 points a night and all that, but we are a better team when we run.
And I tell you, that was I think it was a big performance for Austin Wiley. He didn't have big numbers, but again, he got pushed around early.
He did. Got his shot blocked 2 or 3 times.
Perry and I pushed him around early, and it made him mad.
It did.
In the years past, that's the last you'd have heard of him. He'd have whimpered over there on the bench, and that you would have never.
But he fought back.
He fought back. He played hard, and he won the battle.
Getting on the boards, being outmanned the way Auburn was, it was impressive to go into one of these matchups, the first one on the road, where it was not a good matchup for Auburn as far as size and ability, and you went in there and you weathered the storm of a bad start, and you come out and you win convincingly. You don't just win, you win convincingly.
Yeah. Just a great performance. I mean, I think we were all kind of concerned about this game going into it, and Auburn ends up winning double digits. And the way they performed in the first 10 minutes, that's astounding, to be perfectly honest. We're up against the break, but when we come back, we'll look around the SEC, look at Auburn's future schedule coming up right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Hidley Towers is an affordable senior citizen community located at Alexander City on Highway 22 East, where spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living, where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more about Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552, where your family at Hidley Towers. That's 256-329-0552.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. WOTM has you covered with live coverage of all 7 championship games of the Super 7. WOTM is available to all TV providers in Alabama. If WOTM is not currently a part of your channel lineup, call your provider and request that they add WOTM. WOTM, your exclusive TV home for the AHSAA Super 7 basketball, baseball, and softball championships. All live only on WOTM.
Alex City Marines, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, and the Yerkes invite you by to see what they have available today. The 2020 Manitous and Landaus are in, and boy, are they gorgeous. Also, some great deals on demos. Take advantage of that while they last. Alex City Marine also is doing shrink wrapping, storage. Get in line now. In fact, call this number, 256-215-FISH. Alex City Marine, Alex City.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
The Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales in Opelika has the largest selection of prestige cars, trucks, and SUVs in Central and East Alabama, all with financing available, little to no money down, and extended warranties. Get pre-qualified in under 2 minutes, online or from your mobile device at GillsPrestigeOnline.com. It's the Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 45 more minutes in today's show, talking about Auburn's win over Mississippi State in Starkville over the weekend. Auburn now number 5 in the country with a 80, what was it, 80, I can't even remember the score now, I forgot it. 80 to 68. 80 to 68.
There you go.
It
came
for
to
a
you.
second.
It came to you.
We got some comments rolling
Yeah.
through. Ed says Bruce's press conference, he said it was going to be a good bus ride home. Was that a shot that a top 25 team or a top 20 team doesn't ride bus for 6+ hours? Maybe.
Well, I mean, Duke's not taking a bus ride for 4 or 5 hours, but it's about a 4.5 hour trip from Auburn to Starkville, and on a bus it's probably a little longer than that. So I think maybe what he's saying is, we're blue collar. We're not to Duke's or North Carolina's level yet. If we keep doing what we're doing, that'll probably change. Patrick said if Purefoy can average 12 to 14 a night, Auburn will be unstoppable. It's hard to disagree with that. And yes, Auburn is number 5 in the newly released AP poll that just came out right before our show. It's funny how they do that right before we go on air.
They release it immediately preceding the Auburn Blitz every
Every
we
time.
appreciate that.
Hey, and in the little other news that broke right before we went on the air, which really wasn't breaking news because we kind of heard about it yesterday, is that Tua, and this isn't Auburn obviously, but this is a little update around the country.
It affects Auburn.
It affects Auburn. Tua Tagovailoa will forego his senior year at Alabama and move on to the NFL draft. And
he had to.
And it's just hard. Randy and I talked about this for 30, 45 minutes on Saturday, and there's reasons to come back and there's reasons to move on. I know a lot of guys that have a competitive nature. Randy kept saying that, if you want to come back and try to win a Heisman, win a national championship, and there's a lot of fire in guys like that. But ultimately, to me, when you play that sport at that level and you're that talented, the whole reason you're playing the game, I mean, outside, of course, if you're a competitor, you want to do all that stuff. But the reason you're playing is see how high you can get drafted, see what kind of money you can get. Well, his draft grade still came out after this at 5 to the Dolphins. I mean, even after the announcement, the immediate reaction was there. But I've seen him as high as 3, and still. So, that's life-changing money. Yeah, you can take an insurance policy out and come back and do all that kind of stuff, and you can be guaranteed some stuff there. But I just think, strike while the iron's hot. He has been injured a lot at Alabama. You still are getting a top. This is not like he is a second or third round guy. This is first round, and this is top 5, top 10 first round. Yeah. So this is a difference maker for him and his family.
I thought one said Mel Kiper had him at 12, the player draft.
It's probably going to fluctuate.
I mean, first round.
But it's going to fluctuate, but based on reports and medical. He Tua even said in his press conference, the doctor said everything looks good, but he said you're not going to really know anything until 3 or 4 months down the line. till you can start doing some things. You start putting pressure on it, seeing how it holds up. So NFL teams are going to have to wait. You know, I know the draft's coming up in April. You know, the NFL draft will come up in April, but that'll be around that time where he's able to start maybe doing some stuff to see if. And so NFL teams will make their decision on that. But he doesn't fall out of the first round, I don't think, at all.
No, I don't think so.
And he stays, you know, he's a talented guy. And, you know, if he can stay on the field, he does phenomenal things. He's already proven that.
Health is will be.
What about
an issue.
Noah Igbignogany declared?
Going pro?
Is that a
surprised.
shock?
No, I'm not shocked at all. Will he get drafted? I don't even know. Probably not. Maybe.
I don't think he's getting drafted.
Maybe not. But that's typical for an Auburn. It seems like a lot of Auburn players. They go pro and they don't get drafted. I mean, it happens every year. But you know. That means Auburn's entire secondary pretty much will be different. I mean, you know, Javaris Davis, Noah Igbignogany.
Smoke Monday will be back.
Well,
man, that was the worst effort in a bowl game that you know, I know he got burnt, but
he had a bad
there were
game.
a couple of times he ran up and just did not even try to tackle somebody. I mean, it was just kind of like, you know, just poor effort. Looked like he didn't want to be out there.
Jamie and Sherwood will be back. Smoke Monday will be back. But you lose Daniel Thomas, you lose Jeremiah Dennison. Those are two big losses.
Huge players right there.
Christian Tutt's coming back. So, I mean, and hey, Auburn's bringing in some really talented. You saw Chris Thompson Jr., a guy out of Texas. You know, Deion Sanders proclaiming him an NFL player, you know, so.
That's a big get.
Absolutely.
Ain't no doubt about it. So
Auburn's got you know, they got some young guys, but they got some pretty good coaching in the secondary going on.
You know, and on the Alabama side, I know we got some Alabama people watching. On the Alabama side, they lose several big players. They lose Henry Ruggs. They lose Jerry Jeudy, obviously Tua, but they gain, you know, Dylan Moses back. They gain Leatherwood back on the offensive line. You know, Leatherwood was projected to be a first-round guy, decides to come back and play another year. I mean, they're getting some guys back that are definitely going to help. So, you know, you at Alabama with the talent they've got, you win some, you lose some. You're going to lose some every year to the draft, but they've got such a deep roster. But Dylan Moses coming back probably, this is a very, I mean, just like Tua, you got two guys that are injured.
Is he going to come back?
Yeah, he's coming back.
They worked it out.
I guess. But I see that him coming back is important. Sure. I think it does him better to come back, and everybody goes, well, both of them are injured. What's the difference? It just, to me, Dylan Moses can come back and prove a lot. Tua's already proven what he can do. He is injury prone, but he didn't really need to come back to Alabama and showcase his talent. His talent's not going to, I mean, it's there.
It's the first time Moses has been injured, too.
I know.
Tua gets hurt when he steps out of the shower.
True. That's true.
It is
prone.
what it is. Steven said it didn't make sense for him to come back at that position and that injury history, just in my opinion.
Yeah.
Tim Pruitt says Clemson started winning national championships when Auburn's current OC and DC were on the staff.
We're off the staff.
We're off the staff. Okay. Well, so he kicked both those guys off the staff.
And everything got better.
So what does that say?
And so we got Clemson's OC and DC now together.
So once we fire them, we'll be good. Is that what we're
just got to let it cycle through, right?
Okay. There you go. But anyway, up against another break here on the Auburn Blitz. I swear we'll get to some other things when we come back. But I always love your comments. Keep them rolling in. We'll be back with more right after this.
At Mortgage Pro, we won't be able to finance a new car or new boat. We can't open you a checking account. Mortgage Pro specializes in mortgage loans. If you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, the only way to go is Mortgage Pro. We can close in 15 days or less. We can offer the best rates in the mortgage industry. And we can waive appraisal fees on any new loan from September 1st until December 31st. Call Mortgage Pro today.
Hey Realtors, do you know about LMG Ad Agency? We build your brand and help sell your properties or a unique lifestyle so you can focus on your clients. We focus on professional photos, videos, aerial photography and videography, and commercial real estate. We'd love to tell your story. Contact us today at 256-392-4250 or visit our website at lmgadagency.com.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
I am Lisa McClendon from Country Financial, and I have spent years in our community helping people protect their homes, cars, and lives. I am proud to be a member of the 2018 National Championship Team and a National Advisory Council member for Country Financial. Complete financial security does not end with just insurance. I am also here to help you plan for your financial future.
Together, we can help you set up a step-by-step plan to reach financial security.
Let's talk soon.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization, wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat, full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma, all with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com, 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source, SignSource.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 30 more minutes in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there joining us today. As always, we're brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center with 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply needs, home decor, or tools. Whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center. There's one close to you if you live in the Central Alabama area. Also, Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. For all your mortgage needs, whether it's your first mortgage, looking into buying your first house, or maybe you got an existing mortgage, you're trying to get a better interest rate, right? Now's the time to do it. Interest rates happen to be very low. Hey, if it's a reverse mortgage, you're at the retirement age, you're looking into that, they can help you out in all points in between at Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. They know that business backwards and forwards. They're always looking out for the interests of their clients. So go and give them a call today, 256-397-0248. That's Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team, located right here in Alexander City, servicing the entire state of Alabama. 10 early enrollees are on campus now for Auburn. Auburn's got 10 new football players about to start classes. This is the way we do it now in 2020. You have a recruiting, you have a signing class in December. They're already on campus by the first of the year, ready to go.
Yeah, I saw Avery Jernigan on Twitter moving in.
Yeah.
Saw him and his parents moving in.
The one quarterback we signed, Chael Garnett, he Tank Bigsby, 5-star running back. What do you expect? What's your expectation for Tank Bigsby?
Tank Bigsby, 36 yards in the All-American game that he in the Under Armour game that he played in. You know, on a few carries, but he had a role every time that team was in short yardage. They brought him in and he got it. I mean, he just I have high expectations for all the guys that come in. It's what they get put into. It's the system that they have to come into, and they have to. You know, DJ Williams, I don't think we've seen anywhere near what he's capable of doing. But, you know, you play in a bowl game against Minnesota and he gets 3 yards or 6 yards or whatever it was he got. I feel for some of our guys. I mean, Tank Bigsby's the #1 running back in the country, Andy. I mean, you would be crazy not to have high expectations for him.
What's
But
his role going to be?
I don't know what he's going to do. How many times
Is he going to have a
get on
specific
the
role?
field?
We're going to bring him in on 3rd down. I mean, you know, these are the kind of things you wonder about. And Auburn's very deep. You wonder what happens in that situation.
It's just hard to walk out, to step out on a limb, and guess what anybody can do, because Gus Malzahn, unfortunately, is driving this bus or ship or whatever you want to call it. And
we've given him the keys, and he's driving, that's for sure.
Yeah, he drove it into a 20-car pileup on the interstate is what he's done. And the thing is that a lot of these, Auburn continues to get top-tier talent. But, I mean, Kobe Hudson's the next one on your list here. Top receiver out of the state of Georgia. What is he going to do? I don't know.
Is he going to get some coaching?
Is he going to get coached up? Are they going to target him? Stephon Diggs yesterday in the Minnesota game finally had enough of not getting targeted, and he just took his helmet off and slung it into the sideline. I can't believe it didn't kill somebody. I mean, but it's even at the pro level, and I know that it's different and people may bracket it, but Stephon Diggs is a big deal for Minnesota, and for him not to have even been targeted to that point in the game is stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get the ball in his hands or at least create something. Well, that's how I feel about Auburn on a lot of things. For Seth Williams not to be getting X number of targets a game, for Anthony Schwartz not being able to be targeted deep 4 or 5 times a game, for DJ Williams not getting X number of chances to run a game. I mean, a lot of things that you need to be getting the ball into your playmakers' hands to have a chance to be successful. They're not 4- and 5-star guys aren't any good if they don't get any attempts to do anything. If Anthony Schwartz, we keep talking about him being the fastest player in the country. Well, what good does that do if he don't touch the ball?
Yeah, and especially on a 5-yard out to the sideline.
I mean, if all you're going to do is use him to go, 5 and out or 10 and out, then it doesn't matter how fast you are.
You mentioned Tate Johnson, Avery Jernigan, the 2 offensive linemen, been very long-time commitments for Auburn. They were Avery Jernigan, one of the more vocal guys.
Oh, yeah.
Tate Johnson, one of the more popular guys as well. Those 2 guys could be long-time interior offensive linemen for Auburn. A guy they brought in from junior college, Killian Zaire, from
supposed to be the number
California.
one JUCO guy in the country.
Number 1 JUCO offensive tackle in the country, although he is recovering from an ACL tear that happened during football season. Will he be well enough to participate in fall camp? Will he? I don't know. I doubt he's going to participate in spring.
No, he won't be able to play in the spring for sure. But then, I mean, trying to get him back healthy for the fall, then because you're losing 4 guys off front. And again, I hate to be like this, but I'm not sure that's a bad thing. I mean, the 4 that's leaving.
And the sad thing is, we said that too last year too.
Yeah, I guess so.
So,
as Mark says, I hope he can run up the middle, referring to Tank Bigsby. It all starts at the offensive line, obviously, and it didn't take a Philadelphia lawyer to figure that out. In our offensive, the reason we haven't been good in these big games, Andy, is because we've been manhandled up front. We can't get any push.
Our lawyers, are they good in Philadelphia?
They're probably pretty good.
They must be.
Must be outstanding.
Zacchaeus Walker, the Auburn won a big-time battle between Georgia and the Tigers. Is he a guy that can come in and contribute right away? Hopefully, you're coming in early right here. You're getting certainly a big head start learning the playbook and everything. Romello Height, a guy that Auburn flipped from Miami on signing day, coming in for the buck position. Think about, hey, look, Auburn's losing Nick Coe. They're losing Marlon Davidson. They're losing Derek Brown. There's a lot to be replaced on that defensive line. A lot of these guys need to come in and hopefully
be ready to go.
Contribute early. Ladarius Tennyson, a lot of people really like this guy. Probably going to play the star, the nickel, same thing Christian Tutt plays.
It's another Miami Hurricane.
He wasn't a Hurricanes commit for a long time, so Miami not really happy with Auburn right now.
No, well, we gave them the running back that transferred.
That's true,
that
we
stayed
did.
for 2 seconds.
That's true.
And left. So
and nobody's heard from him since.
Nobody knows where he is.
And I mentioned Chris Thompson earlier. Asa Martin, yeah. Chris Thompson, I mentioned him earlier. He was in that Under Armour game. Talked about, what a great experience it was.
He had 3 or 4 tackles in the game.
He's very physical safety.
Yeah.
A big guy, big, strong guy. So that's the guy that, to keep your eye on. He is already, he's one of these guys, it makes me a little bit nervous when one of these guys come in and state, I want to play early. I expect to play early. Hopefully it happens, and Auburn's got some openings, but you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. No. Come in and do that right away. Up against a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Kurt Bowman, General Manager of Vaden Toyota of Sylacauga.
And I'm Coco. Do you owe more on your vehicle than it's worth? Are you stuck with high interest rates? We may be able to help.
If you've made your last 12 consecutive payments on time and would like to get a new vehicle for the same or close to the same payment and save thousands of dollars in interest, you may qualify.
So come by and see us and let us show you the Vaden way.
Vaden Toyota of Sylacauga, located on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
Be the hostess with the mostest this holiday season at Chicken Salad Chick with our easy party catering. Need a quick appetizer? Stop by Chicken Salad Chick and grab a quick chick of any chicken salad flavor or the pimento cheese ball covered with crushed pecans and crispy bacon. Remember, no meal is complete without a sweet treat. For a limited time, our pumpkin cheesecake is back and it's delicious. Chicken Salad Chick can feed any holiday crowd with our custom fit catering. 12 flavors of chicken salad, there's sure to be something for every taste bud.
Tires are important, and when getting a great price on tires, you want to get it right. So make the short drive to Wright's Tire in Sylacauga. Wright's Tire can get you any make or model of tire, and they make the drive worth it with volume pricing. Whether North Tallapoosa, South Talladega, or Coosa County, make the right choice, the right selection, the right service, and the right price. All at Wright's Tire on Fort William Street in Sylacauga. Call for a free quote, 256-245-7778, and get the right price on tires.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Since the dawn of time, mankind has needed tools. But not all tools are created equal. AGF Machine Rental Sales and Service has tools for all commercial construction or big residential projects. AGF Machinery offers the most durable and hardworking brands of ASV, Skyjack, and Wacker Neusen. Aerial lifts, scissor lifts, loaders, excavators, and forest equipment on demand for the best possible price. And backed by the Southeast's best team of professionals. Visit any of our strategic locations across Alabama for all your equipment needs. Or online at agfmachinery.com.
Expect it or not, the loss of a loved one is difficult. Put your family first by planning ahead. This is Joseph Dean, new owner of Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers. We are a full-service funeral home with an on-site crematory and cemetery. Whether your need is immediate or you would like to plan in advance, our experienced, compassionate staff can assist you in designing an enduring memorial experience, burial, or cremation. Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers on Highway 280 in Camp Hill or online, alabamafuneralhomes.com.
Harbor Point Ship Store has everything to make your day on the lake more enjoyable. Come on out to the biggest marina on the water. They have pizza, hot dogs, burgers, and more. Get your gas, groceries, snacks, ice, and everything you need for a fun day on the lake. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned boat? Harbor Point has the best selection around of everyone's favorite Crest pontoons and Four Winds boats. Harbor Point also has a great selection of pre-owned boats. Come on out and take a look at Harbor Point, Marina Point Road in Dadeville. Get to the point.
You already know the power and reliability of a Mahindra tractor. Get ready to meet their ATV and UTV lines. Haul more and tow more. Do more. Reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour. Models have a 12-inch ground clearance and the ability to haul up to 1,200 pounds. There's a Mahindra utility vehicle and a model specifically to get the job done. Test drive today at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. Serving Tallapoosa, Coosa, Clay, and Talladega counties. 256-392-3613.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for just about 20 more minutes in today's show. As I mentioned, 10 early enrollee football signees on campus now. One quarterback moves in. Chael Garnett, one moves out. Will Appleton, walk-on quarterback. We only had 3 quarterbacks on the roster. And he was a walk-on. Actually got in a game this year for the first time.
Yeah.
This was expected, though, that he was going to try to go to a smaller school and maybe actually get to play a little bit, and wish him well. So Will Appleton entering the transfer portal. So Auburn still got 3 scholarship quarterbacks, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little. How many do you need? Do you figure?
I don't know how many in this day and age you expect to have if you're any good. I mean, if you're worth a darn, you ain't gonna sit there at 2 or 3.
You bring in a walk-on. That's about all you can do.
That's about all you can do, man. I mean, you got one. Maybe you're lucky that your backup guy is, better than average. But I mean, you look at these other schools. I mean, if Georgia's situation this year. I mean, they had a guy that was. I mean, they had Tiny Tim back there. I mean, if Fromm goes down, I mean, Burrow. I don't know. Who knows what would have happened with LSU? I mean, the reason why Fields went to Ohio State, he didn't want to sit over there. I mean, it's hard to expect 2 quality quarterbacks to be on your roster.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, so I think the day and age of having 4 and 5 deep quarterbacks and 3 of them being 4 and 5 stars, that's passed it by. I mean, there's too many opportunities to go somewhere else and play now.
You got to. I mean, you're gonna have to. I guess, eventually set it up. Coach is going to. They probably try to do this now, but you have a guy that is there and he plays. His either sophomore and junior year or junior and senior year, and you got a freshman coming in that year that's going to take over that starting role, and you just try to do that, replenish that every 2 years, and that's the only way you can keep 2 guys on the roster.
That's it. I mean,
it's pretty crazy.
I mean. Patrick said Asa Martin is now at Memphis redshirt, and I do remember that now. I knew he had left Miami, but couldn't remember exactly where it was and get tired of trying to track all these guys. Can't keep up with all of it. Brent said it's a miracle Auburn got to 9 wins with this year's offensive line. If Auburn can at least get to a place where the O-line isn't a liability, the play calling might take care of itself. It doesn't matter what you call if you can't block. Can't say that any better either.
That's excellent.
Offensive line trouble. Unfortunately, me and you, Randy, all of us were informed the very first scrimmage in fall camp that it was not pretty, and that J.B. Grimes had called all the offensive linemen over to the side, and he heard, and the guy that was there heard the conversation. He said, "Guys, we ain't better than this. It's gonna be a long year," and that was all these seniors coming back and one last ride, and we're going to do this. And, man, let's just be honest, man. That line right there graded out at a D most of the time. In big games, they probably got an F grade. Can't get first downs, can't move the chains, can't,
Could not successfully convert 3rd and 1.
I mean, that's a problem.
Consistently all year.
That's a problem, man. I mean,
that is a big problem.
You beat Florida if you're able to do it there. You look at the LSU game. If you can do anything offensively, you win that game. You're in the ball game, man. Tied up at half. And then, the only outlier is Georgia. Why we got down 21-0 to them, I'll never know. But then the Minnesota game, it's the same deal. Can't run the ball. Get an early turnover, have a chance to go in there and stick one in the end zone early. You run 3 plays, and all 3 of them were bad. I mean, just no yards. Got 6 yards on 3 plays, had to settle for a field goal. And, you know, New England proved this weekend, when you get inside the 10-yard line, you have to settle for field goals. It's going to bite you eventually. And it did them, and it did Auburn against Minnesota.
Latest 2020 CBS NBA mock draft we were talking about, Isaac Okoro, number 22 right now to the Miami Heat. The early 2020 CBS mock draft. If he's first round, obviously he's gone.
Oh, he's out. I mean, it is, you know, if you get a first round grade in the NBA, I mean, there ain't but 3 rounds, period.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 solid rounds. But
11 players of the top 20 of the top, I think, what is there, 30, 31? No, there's 30. 11 of the 30 are from the SEC.
11 of the 30.
Auburn's going to see Anthony Edwards. That's your number 1 pick right now, according to CBS, to the Hawks. They're going to see Tyrese Maxey from Kentucky. They're going to see Tyrese Halliburton from Iowa State here in a couple of weeks in Auburn Arena. They're going to see Aaron Naismith. They're going to see Trendon Watford. They're going to see Scotty Lewis.
They're going to see
Kyra Lewis, who's number 26. They're going to see Isaiah Joe, and they're going to see Khalil Whitney, too.
A lot of them.
They're going to see all these guys.
Just got a text that said, you know, it was a shame that Auburn played the way they did with the 7 on the side of their helmet for Pat Sullivan. It was an embarrassment.
Yeah, I didn't even want to bring that up. I mean, I thought it was so cool when I first saw the helmet.
Very cool. And I felt like, man, this will be even more motivation to get up there and line up and run over somebody. And I mean, just.
Why is it we always do that?
I mean,
we had something kind of. I mean, the one time it worked, that was good planning.
Against
we
Vanderbilt.
Had Vandy. We had Vandy.
We changed the face mask and put the numbers.
Well, no, it was like a solid white.
It was solid white. Well, did we not put a number on
I don't
there?
think so. I think.
I think it was just solid. We did a gray face mask.
We did, and I thought it was cool.
And we worked. It didn't work this time.
It did not work this time, no. But I thought it was a nice thought, if nothing else.
No, it was a tribute done, and it needed to be done. That was everybody. That caught a lot of, great pub for Auburn all over the country. But man, come out there and just.
Yeah, that was bad. And he only lose by 7. Again, that's the point.
Is that the ironic thing about the 7?
Auburn plays awful, and they continue to lose by 3-7 points. Cowboys hire Mike McCarthy. What do you think? First impression? No.
You know, the NFL, they just recycle.
Pretty good job.
He just recycle coaches, man.
He did.
Hey, Jack, you get fired here. Hey, Panthers got Rivera. He gets fired there. He goes to the rest. They do not leave that little circle. Yeah. They just keep hiring.
We're up against another break here. We'll be back with the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Monday.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace. Smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local Cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com your compact equipment provider.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. WOTM has you covered with live coverage of all 7 championship games of the Super 7. WOTM is available to all TV providers in Alabama. If WOTM is not currently a part of your channel lineup, call your provider and request that they add WOTM. WOTM, your exclusive TV home for the AHSAA Super 7 basketball, baseball, and softball championships. All live only on WOTM.
Hey Realtors, do you know about LMG Ad Agency? We build your brand and help sell your properties or a unique lifestyle so you can focus on your clients. We focus on professional photos, videos, aerial photography and videography, and commercial real estate. We'd love to tell your story. Contact us today at 256-392-4250 or visit our website at lmgadagency.com.
Mortgage Pro is the new standard for mortgage loans. While other banks are taking 45 to 60 days to close a loan, Mortgage Pro is making it happen in less than 15 days. Your mortgage loan goes from start to finish in less than 15 days. Mortgage Pro is able to make this happen by having the most advanced technology and a highly trained staff with over 98 years combined experience. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance your current mortgage, call Mortgage Pro and let our team go to work for you.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Monday afternoon. Stephen said, quick thought, do you think Boobie Whitlow keeps fumbling because he isn't a natural running back? I'm glad we have Tank coming in who's been playing running back his whole life. DJ Williams played quarterback in high school too, but I hadn't seen him fumble, so I don't know what it is. Some guys just seem to be more
Boobie has a tendency to fumble,
He does at that.
Yeah, he's a hard runner, though.
Oh, yeah.
He gives it, I mean, he's a good running back, but, man, it definitely deflects when you can't hold on the ball. It doesn't matter how good you are as far as how hard you run and all that other stuff. If you're not reliable, you can't play.
Randy said, I have had my doubts about the O-line for the last 2 years. Yeah.
So have all of us.
Yeah. Gus didn't have a 7 on his visor or sweater vest. I don't know if that means anything.
Well, he got hired by Pat Sullivan, so he was on that. I think he's got a ton of respect there. I don't know that I may have missed it. Mark, was there other people wearing?
I didn't even pay attention. I was so frustrated.
I mean,
what was going on?
I was too. I mean, yeah. The last thing I was looking for was a 7 on somebody's shirt.
Patrick says KJ Britt is going to stay. I didn't know that was up.
I didn't know he was contemplating
to debate. Yeah. What is a realistic SEC win total for the Auburn basketball team? A realistic win total. I would say 11-7, 12-6 would be a realistic goal.
What would that put us? 22, 23 wins?
That would put us at 25, right? 13.
I think we'll win 23 games.
Okay.
23 to 20.
So 10-8.
23 or 24 games is what I think we'll win.
Because we got an out-of-conference, too. And
we got Iowa State. I'll say 23 or 24.
We do still play 18, right?
That's right.
Okay. Because they fluctuate it back and forth.
I think it's 18 still. I'm going to go with 23 or 24 total wins.
I think 12 is a reasonable goal. 10-8 might be a better expectation this year because of the parity.
Then you get in the conference tournament and see what you can do there.
Absolutely.
And then the NCAA tournament add to that win total. So,
yeah. Good question. I like that question. NFL playoffs.
Man, every one of them good games. Except really the game yesterday.
What, man? Carson Wentz, that guy, he can't catch a break. What did you think about that hit by Clowney? Stephen A. Smith said he should have been thrown out, kicked out of the game.
Do you think he should have been?
It looked like a dirty hit. I mean, he was straight down helmet to the ground. I mean, he speared his head, basically, what he did.
Yeah.
I would not. I don't
know, man. NFL's brutal. I mean, it just. But he can't catch. That guy can't stay healthy at all. He just can't stay.
No, in biggest moments, it seems.
No.
But Texans and the Chiefs, Packers and the Seahawks. Packers hosting the Seahawks. The New England Patriots will not. I repeat, will not be in the Super Bowl this year.
How about that?
It's an odd year.
New Orleans won't either, and in a way. I mean, a lot of people felt like the New Orleans would come out of the NFC and the Patriots would come out of the AFC like always. But I was kind of doubting the Patriots the way they played the last few weeks. But New Orleans, man, good Lord.
I was pulling for the Vikings.
Well, I couldn't believe that they just played that bad at home.
Yeah. It was surprising. It was not – I don't know. I mean, because they had played so well earlier in the year. I don't know.
Well, Kirk Cousins finally gets over the hump, man. He can't – 0 on Monday Night Football, can't win a playoff game, just a lot of doubters. And finally, Rudolph did push off. I mean, he did.
He did.
He shoved him. I mean, that's 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row at home in a playoff game, you don't get a call.
Woo.
Last year was terrible.
Quite as egregious.
No, not even close.
I mean, this goes on every play, really.
Still should have been called. Every analyst I've seen that broke this down, even the referee in the booth said they missed it.
It should have been called on the field, but you can't. I don't think you can call that up from the booth afterward. This whole business about reviewing.
Well, why are they even doing that?
It should be called on the field.
Why do they even do that anyway? That's rough.
Yeah, it's so subjective.
And then the few times, the guy's getting grabbed, and then he goes back. Well, the ball isn't out of the quarterback's hand yet. We have absolutely broken this thing down to milliseconds.
Well, it's like the art. What's a catch? I mean, if you,
It's like when Bill Clinton said, it depends on what the meaning of
is. That's correct. The final bowl game before the national championship tonight, Lending Tree Bowl.
Who cares?
Louisiana and Miami, Ohio. I mean, I think Billy Napier took his name out of consideration.
He took his name out of the hat for the Mississippi State job.
I'm staying at Louisville.
They felt like, no, he's staying at Louisiana.
Louisiana, that's what I said.
He's staying at Louisville. He's staying at Louisiana. That's a blow to Mississippi State. Gary and I talked about it last week on his show, and I kind of brought that info into here on Friday. Felt like he was the leader for that job.
If I'm Mississippi State, I got a Joe Moorhead, and I say, we'll give you $5 million a year. Not Joe Moorhead.
I was going to say, what?
I just misspoke. I'd go to Joe Brady and say, we'll give you $5 million a year. I mean, he's got no experience. He's young, and it would be stupid probably, but nobody would blame you.
Mississippi State's in that predicament now where
I mean, what they got to lose?
Who they going to go get, man?
So, I mean, it's got to be somebody that's not a big name.
Well, Joe Moorhead wasn't a big name.
Yeah, but that was a bad fit.
That was a horrible decision.
It's just a bad fit.
Lane Kiffin's going to be a disaster, too. You know what's coming. The state of Mississippi right now has got to be going, what the heck is going on? But, I mean, Joe Moorhead probably appreciate getting his job back.
He probably would getting a raise.
Yeah. They may have to go back to it. At this point, I don't know. I don't know who they go after. I don't know who the next up is on their list. Gene Chizik?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Are they going to come after Bill Clark? UAB?
Now that
you
might
could
be
do a lot worse. I can tell you that, Mississippi State.
That's for sure.
Could do a lot worse.
On this day, 1976, Ted Turner purchased the Atlanta Braves for $12 million.
That's a pretty good deal.
That's a good deal. On this day, 1994, ice skater Nancy Kerrigan was attacked by Tanya Harding's bodyguard. You remember? Why? You remember? That's terrible.
That was terrible, wasn't it?
2014, a bad memory. On this day, Auburn fell to Florida State in the BCS championship game.
I'd rather you not brought it up.
I know.
That one still.
It stings.
Yeah, it does.
Rough. It is what it is. Lou Holt's birthday today. Happy birthday, Lou Holtz.
There he is.
Howie Long. Early win. I didn't realize he's from Hartford, Alabama. Baseball Hall of Fame.
Did not know that either.
Born 1920. That's going to wrap it up for us today on the Auburn Blitz. But we'll be back with you tomorrow. Same time, same channel. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.